All right, fellas. I'm gonna be I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not strong. Now, I'm not weak by any means, but I don't believe I am truly strong yet. In terms of aesthetics, I've got a lot to work on. I'm 6 feet tall in the morning, crying in 5'11 and a half by the time I'm in bed at night. I'm fairly slim, 180, 181. I don't have a six-pack like I used to at 18. I don't know exactly what my body fat percentage is right now, but pretty much I only look good or swole after a good pump and good lighting. And I'm pretty sure if I posted my physique on TikTok or Instagram right now, I'd get flooded with, "Bro just stared at the weights, ha ha ha," comments from people who've never picked up a dumbbell in their life and have only just recently touched grass with their fingertips. But I digress. I'm being a bit tongue-in-cheek with the self-deprecating comments, but truth be told, I'm not here to be a gym bro influencer of any kind, okay? I have no intentions of becoming a pro bodybuilder or competing for aesthetics, period. I just don't care. But what I do care about, though, is becoming the best version of myself I could possibly be. And that means getting stronger, getting more athletic, getting more mobile, developing a higher work capacity, cultivating mental toughness in and out of the gym to prepare me for life's real challenges, the challenges that actually matter. But, I'd be lying if I told you that I didn't care about aesthetics. I said aesthetics. Of course, I want to look good with my shirt off, to look good in the right fit, to get that, final form, Frieza, Brawly level deltoids someday. Some guts from Berserk, Fist of the North Star, freaky looking triceps. Of course I do, all right? But I'm slowly improving my physique day by day, okay? Let me wind the clock back to show you why it is so important for you to document your progress and your journey in fitness. A year ago, I was sitting at a puffy 210. I had a bulk that went wrong in 2022, 2023. I was sandbagging it in the gym for a while, and at 210, I just wasn't that strong. I was just barely benching 250 with the spider physique. I was just barely squatting about 250 as well, deadlift 340 to 350, dumbbell press 75 by 10 at best, zero abs, blurry abs. I was just hammer curling 45s for reps, but barely scraping out like 5 or 6 on the 50s. I wasn't completely weak, but by fitness industry and gym bro standards, I was just kind of average-ish. But of course, that's just one way of looking at it. Because I've been physically active on and off most of my life, one way or another. I used to be a b-boy, meaning I used to break dance. 8 years ago, I ventured into boxing, kickboxing. But I had a sedentary lifestyle, couch potato tendencies, outside of working a job and trying to figure out a future for myself. Now, naturally, I had some raw athletic capabilities and a decent awareness of my body's mechanics. But there was always like a missing component that was key. And that was developing raw, respectable strength through the iron and through calisthenics. And as I started getting older and, worrying about the wrong things in life, like many, I got sidetracked. The usual BS. Girls, partying, pursuing art through film and music, dropping out of school, bouncing from job to job, then getting into a long-term tech career as a UX designer and then throwing that shit away because of ego. I don't want to get into any of that until maybe another video down the line where I'll go into how and why I got sidetracked by the BS. But Reason why I bring it up is because of how much I neglected my natural physical capabilities when I was supposed to nurture it, and at the very least, maintain them. Now, you look at some of these old clips here, you're gonna see a night and day difference between how weak but capable I was back then and how much stronger and more capable I am right now, years later. How I'm regaining some of my latent and lost abilities. How I managed to make the best gym gains of my life within 1 year, all while living out of my car. That'll be another video. But now imagine if I didn't capture or document any of this. I wouldn't be able to look back at literal video evidence of how far I've come. This is why you need to get over your fear of being judged and start recording yourself and your journey. You don't even have to do it for YouTube or social media. You could do it at the very least for yourself. Because I'll tell you what, man, what keeps me motivated and driven to keep improving is seeing the evidence of how much I've improved. And I swear I'll be, having a rock solid performance in the gym. I go to my phone, pull up YouTube for just a second to look up a tutorial on, some exercise I'm doing just to make sure I'm doing it right. And in the process of doing that shit, I might see a video on my feed titled, 16-year-old teenage beast from Arkansas bench presses 485 for 5 reps. And then I'll be like, well, damn, man, fuck this. I guess I'm a weak ass piece of shit grown man now. And then I gotta stop myself like, wait, is this about this kid being better than me, or is it about me becoming better than what I was yesterday, a month ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, years ago? Which one is it? Because if it's the former, then I've severely failed to recognize and appreciate my own self-worth and value as a grown man. Now, it's cliche to say, but it really is true when they say comparison is the thief of joy. The only dude you should be comparing yourself to is you, your past self. And what better way to do that than to compare your recent documented videos to your old footage from years ago. You could see the subtle and not so subtle changes in your physique, your face, your technique, your athleticism, your mobility, your ability to grind for a tough rep. Now you see, look at how fucking fat, puffy I look. I hated seeing my stomach bulging out of my shirt and having to constantly suck that shit in. My family clowned me for it, and I get all sensitive about it. And that's another thing, folks. You gotta learn to laugh at your insecurities and shortcomings in life. As I get older, I'm able to laugh at myself a little more these days and not take myself too seriously. I'm doing weighted calisthenics now. 8 years ago, when I started learning Muay Thai, I couldn't even do pull-ups. I came back from the Philippines at around 155, and I ballooned up to 188 within 3 months of stuffing my face with junk food. Couldn't do a single pull-up. But now, I'm doing weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, burpees to pull-ups, curling 50s on the hammer, and bicep curls. I could give a fuck if you mog me in the gym, bro, on most of my lifts, because guess what, asshole? A 15-year-old from Arkansas is already doing that, so you're not special, okay? If I'm a weak piece of shit to you, then fucking whatever. But that's my point. For those of you who have a rational thinking brain and a sense of humor, your self-worth can't be tied to numbers in the gym. Your self-worth truly grows when you stay committed to showing up and being better than your past self. When you're finally proven to yourself that you're not a chump that makes excuses for why you're not achieving anything in your life. I'm not a bodybuilder, and I never will be. But that doesn't mean I don't want to look great. I'm not a professional athlete, but that doesn't mean I'm going to give up on becoming more athletic and acrobatic. I'm not a gym bro, but that doesn't mean I can't get along with one or train like one. I care about living my best life, breaking limits, enjoying the journey, learning and adapting through the journey, getting humbled over and over and over again to develop that true confidence and competence that you need for life. Because life is difficult in and of itself already, so you got to toughen up. So please, heed my words. Document your journey. Develop a video backlog of all your fitness milestones so you can start learning to appreciate the journey more often and not be so hard on yourself. You'll have concrete evidence of your growth. Don't underestimate the power of doing this and how much it could benefit you in the long run. If these words resonated with you, man, I appreciate you watching all the way through. Peace.